Ashley Powell admits she was just seconds from death. Terrible injuries from a road accident meant her life was slipping away. Then help arrived through a humble paramedic, Pete Van Praag. And tonight, the special bond between two strangers that will never be broken.
It's quite a confronting scene when we first got there. She had visibly horrific injuries.
I sort of just let my body go. My life was in Pete's hands at that moment.
It was a regular shift for paramedic Pete Van Praag when he got the call.
We received a job for a motorcycle accident with a query deceased at the scene.
A young woman hit by a four-wheel drive, thrown off her scooter.
It was a Friday evening. I was excited about the weekend.
In a split second, Ashley Powell went from carefree to fighting for life.
I woke up on the ground and I had my helmet on and I was sort of lying face down and all I could see was a tar. And it was like when you wake up after a sleep, you're sort of like trying to work out where you are, and I had all these lights around me. The next thing, all this pain started coming through to me. It's the most horrific pain I've ever been in. I was about to pass out and I could feel my body just about completely go, and I think it was about to pass away, to be honest, when I think about it, because I just let go of everything. And then all of a sudden, when I was just about to lose my breath, Pete rolled me over and then I think he whacked some pain relief in, and I just felt this boost of like energy, like it was like something just saved me. That feeling of not being able to know if you're going to live or die is really something you'll never forget.
Pete's been a paramedic for 19 years. He's seen a lot, but says something about this accident was different.
What do you remember about that night?
I do remember saying to her, you're going to be okay, you're going to get through this. And then I immediately regretted it as soon as I'd said it. It brought back memories of someone who I'd said that to before, and they unfortunately hadn't made it. So it was like, it's almost like a promise I couldn't keep.
Pete kept his promise and delivered Ashley to the hospital alive. Her brother was by her side, but Ash was still scared she'd die.
And he grabbed my hand and he said, "Ash, I'm here." And when he said those words, I knew everything was going to be okay. Even if I did pass away, he was there.
Ashley's pelvis was smashed to pieces, her legs split open, her spleen and bladder punctured, ribs, nose and arm were broken, plus she had nerve damage down her entire right side. For weeks, she didn't know if she'd survive. Doctors broke the heartbreaking news there was a chance she may not walk again. Then a surprise reunion brought her back from her darkest moment.
I was getting wheeled back to my ward. I saw this really tall ambulance officer. I said to my sister, "I think that's Pete, the ambulance officer who saved me." And as we were walking, she's like, "Oh, are you sure, Ash?" And as we were getting closer, Pete turned around and he heard my sister say my name. And he turned around and he said, "Ash?" And I said, "Pete?" And he's like, "Hi." And I said, "Hi." And I will never forget that moment. It was so special. And he said, "How are you?" And I just looked at him and I just had tears coming through down my eyes, because it even makes me emotional now. But this was the man who literally saved my life.
Hey.
It was the start of a bond like no other.
How are you feeling?
I'm getting there. It's been tough.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, but...
The man who saved her life is now a regular visitor and friend, coaching her through learning how to walk
Straighten the
again.
knee, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Straighten the knee. So heel, straighten the knee, and then step.
She said to me that day, the first time I saw her when she was in the wheelchair, she said, "You're going to see me walk again. You have to be there, and you have to be around to see me walk."
Oh, straight up. And she wins the race.
Ashley kept her promise. These are her first steps.
No hands.
So Pete's saved your life twice.
Pete was there from the moment, and that moment of me on the ground and about to pass away, and now he was here for my new beginning, my new life, my strength I needed.
And she's now Pete's strength as he continues to save lives.
And how does it feel being back here right now?
It feels okay because there's not a bunch of flowers on the side of the road.
Pete, 2 lives were changed that night.
Yeah, there's been a lot of changes. It's been encouraging for me to see Ashley getting better and better. Her life is obviously looking a lot different now than what it did pre the accident, as is the life of her whole family. It's changed the lives for everyone.
Yes.
Her family forever in debt to Pete, the Ambo Angel. They've still got their fiery spirited Ash, who creates journals and is in the business of bucket lists.
On your new bucket list, you're going to make me jump out of the plane again?
This is so exciting.
There's still a lot she wants to tick off.
After the accident, what did you have to put on your bucket list?
My bucket list was to walk again. I've now ticked off my bucket list, and it was slow to begin with, but now I'm getting quicker and quicker. And
What's next on the bucket list?
I'm doing it. What's next is to run. I would love to be able to get back to running, and I'm going to aim for 1 kilometre first.
And Ashley's goal is to run that 1 kilometre in 3 months. How about that? Pete, I reckon he better start training. That is a wonderful story.